Thumbs up.
Hello YouTube and welcome to HenshinTime. Today we are going to review a really rare item, the Garren Rouzer. As usual, I start with the box. Actually it's a pretty large box and it's all about Garren, if you can see. Also, along with this review, I've got a sad story to tell, because I was actually ripped off about this. They sold me as a new piece, but what it really was, it was just a used one. Even I was the one that ripped them off. But let's begin. First thing I want to show you are these cards that came with a Rouzer. It's a dozen of cards actually, meaning that they are just 12. And that's the part where I got ripped off actually. These cards are not what it was supposed to come with, but still it's pretty much close. We got a Rouzer card, many of them are not so accurate. The Gemini, which is so accurate, the bat, scope. We've got a Sakuya card here, which I got it double. Fire, drop, upper, bullet, and dia. Okay, even though some of them are in the original package, they have different pictures in front of them. I'm going to put them aside now, and before going to the gun itself, I would like to turn your attention to this, which I really didn't know what it is at first, but I noticed that if you flip it and lock it in the places that it has, it works perfectly as a holster for your weapon. And now for the gun itself, the Rouzer gun, which fits in there. Perfectly, and you can carry it with you if you have the Garren belt as well. So that's a gun. Actually, I was really happy to have this on my hands. You can see that it's full of Garren signature shape here. I think it's called a rhombus in Latin. And here as well. Actually, it's also the first DX toy that it has a decent size. I mean, it's like a real gun if you think about it. I think the muzzle here is a bit smaller than the actual one, but still a pretty decent weapon for a toy, I guess. So I'm going to place batteries in it. This toy gets the usual 2 small batteries, and it opens with the button there, which we are going to open with our faithful toothpick. So I opened it, place the batteries inside, and close it back. So here is the switch for, it has off, A mode and B mode. Let's start with the A mode. We do see that we have a nice screen here with a 0 digit. Let's hear what noises this gun can do. Okay, you can see a nice graphic here along with a blasting sound. And now let's move on to the gimmicks of this gun. my favorite one, which I love in all of the Garren toys, is a way in which you can store the cards, the Rouzer cards. If you pull a bit here, you will see a fan-like construction which cards are going in. And that's the second part also where I ripped off the shop that sold me the Rouzer, because those should not be there. So I got some pretty rare cards also, like the chip. Also I got many double ones like the Gemini, Fire and Drop. And also, something that I'm pretty proud of, a blank card. In the show they use this to seal the monsters inside. And it's pretty rare actually. Also you can pull that over and every card falls into place. So I really like that gimmick because it's so smooth. It's almost like magic. Anyway, here we have the card scanner in the scope, where you pass through the cards like this, and you get a power number, I guess, so you can do some attacks. If you scan the card incorrectly or use this blank one, you get a miss sound, like this. So let's see some attacks. In order to do that, I'm going to open this again and take out the cards that I need, like the Gemini, the Fire, and the Drop. Oh, the upper also, and this one. So let's start with the first one. We pass through Fire and Drop, and this results in an attack called Burning Smash. In the original set you get a Smash card which makes the exact same sound. Let's go to the next combo, which is Fire again, Drop, and Gemini. This will initiate the signature attack, finisher attack of Garren, which was the Burning Divide. There is also another attack with the Drop, with the Fire, Bullet, and another card that does not come with this set, the Rapid attack, the Rapid card, and creates the Burning Shot attack. Luckily, since those are not the cards that this set comes with, I got this card, the Burning, which makes the Burning Shot noise. Which is a nice extra suppose. So other than that, those are all the things that the Rouzer can do in the A mode. So we're going to turn it to the B mode. Actually, I'm going to redo that so you can see this going up. In the B mode, it gives us 5,500 points to use them as we wish. Every time we pass by a card there, this balance goes down, and we can scan cards and deal we reach 1, not 0, just 1. Also, something that I forgot to mention earlier is this thing here, down below the rhombus. We have a case of some sort that fits a sword that comes by with another toy, the Rouse Absorber. We can see that later. If I ever acquire the Rouse Absorber, I will show you how it works with a gun. But for now, let's use some random cards. So we can take this number down. Okay, that was a lot of points. Cards like this that are not so accurate just make a change noise, Chenji, as the Japanese voice tells us there. Don't actually have any value in points. That's why I didn't bother to pass through cards that didn't appear in the show, because they were all just going to make the same noise and have the same effect. Actually, let's use the upper. And the scope. And we're exactly 1 now. So if you try to pass another one, you cannot. This one gives us a miss. And even this card, which counts as a change card with 0 value, you cannot scan it anymore. So you just pull the trigger and you hear the sounds of all the cards you scanned. Like this. So that's what the Garren Rouzer does. Overall, it is a pretty nice toy, one of my favorites. Also a pretty rare one. You cannot find it anywhere anymore. So, I don't know, I really like this weapon. My advice for you would be, if you ever stumble upon one of these, immediately grab it, even if you need to use your all budget collection money, I guess. So that's it. Thank you for viewing my channel and this amazing Garren Rouzer review.